Oh, I'm about 2 miles into my hike today. So far, it's a pretty nice day, and got to this. We haven't had a decent view in a few days. It's fairly clear out there. You can start to see the smoke rolling back in, but it's not too bad yet. It's beautiful out there. Ninja, I'm underneath the tower, man. You can see the power lines going forever. Turn around the other way. I'd love to get a view of the other side where the clouds are down in the valleys. Let's see what we can find over here. Yeah, not bad, but I'd like to see more trees in the way. All right, we'll have to find a better spot. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, so I believe it's day 114. And I think we're looking at, I don't know what we're looking at today. We've got 34 miles to get to Wind Gap in 2 days. So personally, I'd like to do about 18, 19 miles today, if the terrain and the weather permits it. It got nice and cool when we walked in here. But walked right into the rocks. I think Tater is looking at doing around 14, 15 miles today. That's just, to me, that's not going to cut it. I don't want to have a long day getting into Wind Gap tomorrow. You just don't know what the terrain's going to be. If the terrain allows for us to do it, I'd like to go today until we just can't go any further. And if we could knock out even 20, 25, I'd be pretty happy. So that's what I'm going to push for. And if she follows along, great. If not, then meet her tomorrow somewhere, tomorrow in Wind Gap somewhere. We can always pick her up at the trailhead later than I get picked up. So I'm good with it. Left the hostel this morning. Hang on a second. All right. This hostel, good reputation. But what I've discovered today and last night is that it's not the hostel that makes for a good hostel stay. It's the people at the hostel. The people I was at the hostel with last night, and most of them were okay. Mostly young people. Mostly people that are not my cup of tea. A couple of middle-aged guys. When I say middle-aged, I'm talking 30 to 40s. I know that's probably not middle-aged, but for the population that's out here hiking the trail, that would be middle-aged. I would be in the older group. The young group is in the 20-somethings, and the middle age are 30, 40s, and 50s, because there's not a lot of them out here. But there were a couple here last night that so obvious to me. They were out here playing. They were playing for the girls. They were playing for the attention. They were playing for whatever. Not my thing. I don't mind hanging out with people, having a good time. But last night was not a good time. And this morning, got pretty frustrated this morning, so I ended up leaving before Tater. One of the pros of this hostel is that, according to Far Out, they fix your breakfast in the morning. Well, there was no breakfast. I was fine fixing my own breakfast. Problem was there was nothing to fix your breakfast with. So I didn't even get to do that. Frustrated. All right, I'm, as you can see, I'm about to hit some rocks. So, Ninja, I'm using my trekking poles through this one, buddy. Yep, that's where we're going. I'm going to try to videotape just for a few moments here, just to get closer to the uphill section that we're about to hit. But I'm not going to do it for very long. It's way too sketchy here. Sweat, slick. Yeah. All right. I don't know if you can see them. Those rocks up there that have blazes on them. That's straight up. That's where I got to go. So, yeah. We'll see you in a bit, hopefully. Yep, that's where I'm going. Folks, oh my God, that's some sketchy shit. That looks like fun. Let's go have some fun. I wish I could videotape this for you. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah, that's where I came from. That's where I'm going. This is beautiful. Look at this. I think they call this section Knife's Edge. You are at the pinnacle up here, and it is this is about as sketchy as I've ever seen. So let's get it going. All right, I got through that first section of Knife's Edge. I hope you guys could see how challenging that was going to be. I wish I could have videotaped it. There's no possible way I could have done that, not with the phone. But I'm gonna tell you, that is probably the sketchiest section of this trail I have done up to this point. Even better than Dragon's Tooth. It took me about 35 minutes to get through that section. It was probably 200 yards long. And I mean, every single step had to be measured. One slip and you're hurting. At best, you're going to break a leg or an arm. At worst, you're going off the mountain. Apparently somebody had a mishap there yesterday. Got pretty busted up. All right, I can't videotape any more of this. Supposedly this Knife's Edge section goes on for about 2 miles. Most of it, I suspect, is going to be like this, but I'm sure we're going to get some more like what we just passed through. It's fun, it's scary, it's challenging. Let's get her done. This is beautiful. Yeah, standing out on the edge of this cliff. You know what? 2 months ago, I would not have done this. Holy crap, look at that down there. That would hurt. Yeah, okay. Listen, there's I got to get used to this now, because there are places further up north where you're going to be climbing up and down things like this. So, got to get used to it. Can't be afraid of the height. Look at this. Oh my God, this is crazy. All right, well, can't do it with the camera, so I got to put it away. All right, let's get to it, man. All right, about 5.6, 5.7 miles into the hike today. Wow, that's all I can say, man. There was like 3 miles of Knife's Edge, and most of it was not as bad as that one section that I showed you in the beginning, but it was damn close. That first section was the sketchiest, like I said, the sketchiest, the most difficult, the most challenging that I've dealt with on the trail so far. And that part of it made it fun. However, you know, now we're getting into this crap where, you know, this is the stuff that tears up your ankles. You know, I'm telling you guys, I watched a whole bunch of people through hike, and I never saw the rocks that I'm showing you guys. There you go. There's some beauty out here. That's pretty. I like those pretty blue, purple flowers. Some red ones back there. I don't know what these are, but they're awful pretty. Yeah, throw that in here. I like that. That'll lift your spirits a little bit. Listen, this whole day has been rocks of one form or another. Wait, what am I saying? This last month has been rocks, one form or another. These Pennsylvania rocks, in some ways they're different, in some ways they're the same. You know, it doesn't matter. A rock's a rock. You got the kind that used to damage my feet. Got those under control. You got the kind that will mess up your ankles. You know, I'm getting better at those, and my ankles are just getting used to it. I don't know. I woke up again this morning. My ankles felt good. It took me 30 seconds to get moving versus 15, 20 minutes that it used to. So something happened when I took that 3 days off. My ankles did some serious healing, or maybe the anti-inflammatories that they gave me for my injury did some. I don't know, but all I know is I can walk with my ankles right off the bat first thing in the morning. These rocks, you know, after a while you get so used to them, you just go through them. But man, I'm telling you what, some of those rock scrambles, and especially those boulder scrambles, oh my God, they will test you in every way, mentally, physically. It's challenging. It's challenging, and that's it's going to get more difficult. When we get up into the whites, it's going to get more difficult. There'll be days when the entire day will be that boulder scramble that we just went through. And, you know, part of me is looking forward to it, but at some point I need to make up miles that I'm going to lose when I get there. Because when you get there, most people aren't doing 15, 20-mile days. You're back to doing 8-mile days, if you're lucky. And, of course, I'm listening to a lot of fear-mongering. It's kind of crazy. Every time you see a local out here, they throw the fear-mongering at you. Oh, Knife's Edge, it's treacherous. You're gonna have a hard time getting through it. You might want to think about going through when it's dry. No, we got this. Was it treacherous? Yes, to some degree, but you just got to use caution. And the people that are on this AT through hike, you got this far, you've been cautious. Because if you weren't cautious, you've already gone home with an injury. Like maybe I should have, but yeah, I got lucky and my injury was minor. And it was in a bathtub. Can't go home from an injury in a bathtub. Yeah, how embarrassing would that be? But don't have to worry about that anymore, because I will never, ever, ever get into a shower with a bathtub with muddy feet again without sitting in it first and washing my feet. So, all right. I'm thirsty. I need some water. I want you guys to see. Look at these trekking poles. Can you see the scars? That's from those rocks, man. There's no more tips on them. Tips are gone. So the next Walmart I see, I'll be picking up another set of their $20 trekking poles. And it's time, because these suckers, they get stuck between a rock. They're already pulling apart again. You know, hey, it's Chinese made, man. It's junk. But it's $20 junk. And it's better than paying $200-300 for a good set of trekking poles that are just going to break on you anyways. And then you got to worry about dealing with the warranty and all that crap. So worst case scenario, I'll go through 5 sets of these. Cost me $100 and go home happy. Got about maybe 3/10 of a mile to get to the shelter that we intended to get to last night. That was not going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now. Even had we had the strength to keep going last night, we were not going to get through Knife's Edge, especially in that downpour of rain that we got just after we got to the hostel. So once again, smart, lucky, whatever you want to call it, we made the right decision by stopping at that hostel, even though that hostel was dead last on my list of hostels. I would not go there again. Yeah, my frustration level went pretty high this morning. I ended up leaving about a half hour before Tater. I just need to get out of there. The people were irritating me. The place was irritating me. And if I've learned nothing else on this trip, when I get to the point where my frustration level is going up like that, just remove myself from the situation before I have an outburst. And so that's what I did this morning. Yeah. Anyways, for anybody that's watching this video that's gonna plan on hiking, don't go to the lookout. I mean, I know there's some good reviews on it, but the cons outweigh the pros on that one completely. I saw the owner for a total of 5 minutes the whole time I was there. There was no breakfast for us in the morning, no material to make breakfast for us in the morning. I'd been happy to make my own breakfast had I had the ingredients and had I known that that's what we needed to do, but that's not what the review said. The review said that they cook breakfast for you. That does not happen. Or at least it did not happen this morning. And I believe I see a shelter. All right, I'm gonna go down here and see what's up with the water. Let's take a look. I think I'm gonna have to walk a little bit downhill. I believe somebody said that the shelter had water, but it was not flowing well. Maybe after that heavy rain we got last night it will be, and I don't have to walk all the way down the freaking hill again. We shall see. Maybe have a snack here. Oh, look, nice new picnic table. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Not a good shelter. Looks wet. Of course, you can't stop people from damaging it. All right. Let me turn this off and figure out what's going on with the water. All right, so I've come 8 miles today. It's just afternoon. Hoping to find a spot up here somewhere close where I can sit down and eat my lunch. I don't think Tater's going to catch me, at least for lunchtime. I'm not sure she's going to catch me by the end of the day. She's gotten lost a couple of times back on the rock scrambles. Sometimes you get into these rock scrambles and you can't see the white blazes. It's very easy when you're trying to step your way through these things to lose track of the actual trail. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, well, I know the trail goes this way, so that's where I'm going. Yeah, so she's texted me a couple times telling me that she was lost, and all I can do is advise her to break out of her phone and use Far Out to get her back on trail, which is what she ended up doing. But she's struggling, and I hate it for her. You know what? I don't mind hiking with her through the day. Sometimes she doesn't want me to, and so I'll leave early. And this morning she stayed back, and she had an audience with some of these youngsters. She was having a good time. So yeah, I needed to go because I've got to do 34 miles in 2 days to meet Deb. And I know that that's not that urgent to Tater, but it is to me. So I'm going. And I'm going to work real hard to get my 18 miles in so that I'd only have to do 16 miles tomorrow. And if I can manage it, I will do more than 18 today. I don't see Tater doing that. So we'll just have to meet up in a couple of days, and she'll have to play catch up to me. But anyways, water is a valuable resource out here right now. The last time I stopped for water, the closest water source was just 1/10 of a mile down the trail from the shelter. But when I got down there, it was dry. There was nothing. So the next one was on down the mountain, way down the mountain. I ended up doing almost a mile round trip to get water. And I filled up my 3-liter Ceanoc, and it took me a long time to get back up because it was steep. Going down, coming up, it was steep. Not fun. When I got back to the top of the shelter, I had a number of youngsters up there. Wanted to know how far the water was. I told them. They looked at my big, full Ceanoc of water. One of them even had the nerve to ask me if he could have some of my water. And I said no. The water source is down there. If you want it, go get it. You know, I don't want to be an asshole about it, but listen. I just spent 40 minutes walking down that hill and coming back up. And I was going to drink half that water I brought back up just to recover from going to get that water. And I had 2 empty bottles. So I filled my bottles. I drank both of them. I filled them again. And I have enough left over for another bottle if necessary. And, you know, hey, listen, I hate it for the kid. But, dude, you're 20-some years old. I'm 63. All right, this is getting a little sketchy here. Ninja, it's your fault, man. This boulder scramble is on your power lines. So I'm blaming you for this one. All right, yeah, let's see what we can do. It doesn't look too horrible. Yeah, okay. Oh, damn it. It's like somebody came up here and dumped a load of mulch. Go figure. I'm not going to complain because it makes it nice and easy to walk through this mess. All right, I'm still going to put this down because I need to go. Yeah, I need to go. I almost walked into this fella. Hello there, Mr. Black Snake. That's a big sucker there. Have my head down. Yeah. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, that's probably a good 6-footer there. All right, let's keep on rolling. Yeah, almost walked right into that sucker. They're not poisonous, so not a big deal, but it scared the crap out of you. All right, see you in a bit. Almost 14 miles into the day. Come here. I think this is like the intersection to Palmerton. And this is the beginning of a very, very, very challenging uphill. Yeah, I've got a decision to make. Do I do it today? Do I do it tomorrow? Because I believe that's what I'm going to be climbing. And there's some sections in there that you're basically going up a ladder. I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but that's steep. But I believe that's where I'm going. All right, there ain't one way to get there. Let's get it done. All right, so I'm about 14 miles in today, and I've hit a hill that, by reputation, the people here in town seem to think that it's the toughest hill on the Appalachian Trail. I don't see that as possible. The notes on this hill say it's by far the toughest hill that we've climbed on the trail so far. There's going to be parts of this where I'll be going up ladders. It's steep. How steep? All right, right now my camera's level. That's where we're going, folks. Straight up into the sky. You saw the image of the mountain from the other side on the bridge. This is steep. So let's go have some fun. Yeehaw! All right, here we go, folks. That's where we're going. That's what's down below us. And let me use a lot of caution. Turn around. And yeah, straight up, man. He's straight up this freaking mountain. This is, yeah. Yeah. Let's get it on, baby. Yeah. All right, folks, that is, I'm telling you, man, that is straight downhill. There's barely any, it's just straight down. You slip here, it's all over. I mean, way cool. Way cool. Now, I don't know, you can just barely make it out, but up there in the far corner is a place called, I believe it's ABC Inc. And that's where the young lady was who gave me a couple of bottles of water. My young friend, I don't know what your name is. I can't believe I did not get your name, but I got your picture. So if you would be kind enough to put your name down on my comments, I would be ever so grateful. And thank you. I have, listen, that water, without that water, I was not going to make it up this mountain. I'm not up it yet, but yeah, without that water, it wasn't going to happen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's go get this thing done, people. Let's have some fun. This is what's in front of me. And there's the blaze. And that's where I got to get to. Yeah, I don't think trekking poles are going to get me up here. So the trekking poles are going up to the top first. And hopefully they don't fall off because I got to go to the top next. All right, let's get it done. All right, as you can see, got my trekking poles back. And now I'm going up there. Yeah. Okay, I'd give anything if I could videotape this, folks. But it just ain't going to happen. You're just going to have to trust me when I say that's where I'm going. And when I get to the top, that's what I did. All right. Talk to you in a bit. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Look at this view, man. Look at this view. I picked up a new friend coming up this mountain. How's it going, man? There's pretty good places to put your feet around that corner. Yeah, one step at a time. It's just freaking straight up. All right, here we go. Let's get on up this baby. Yeah, we're getting there. I don't see another blaze after this one though. I'm gonna stop. There it is over there. All right. Damn, that looks like the hard way. All right, well that's what. We're on the back side of it now. How's Palmerton down there? That's where we came from. Folks, this is no joke here, man. This is no joke. All right, it's got to end. We're gonna keep going. It's hot. Oh my God, it's hot. All right, I am almost 16 miles into the hike today. Got up over the big rock scramble. That was fun. Scary, tough, challenging. It was fun. This is where I'm at now. Look at this. Wow, this is beautiful. It's just beautiful. I got a few more rocks to scramble up here. And now my big thing is I'm in search of water. Thank goodness that young lady at ABC Inc. hooked me up with a couple of bottles of water, because if not, I'd be in serious, serious trouble. The closest water source to where I'm at is about 8 miles away. However, I just learned from a southbound hiker that somebody has left a few gallons of water as trail magic 5 miles away. So, and that's probably closer to 4 miles away now. So that's my goal for tonight, is to get to that water cache and fill up on water and find a place to tent. This would have been a really, really good day if it hadn't been for one simple fact. Coming up that big rock scramble, ticks. I pulled 2 more ticks off of me. They weren't fully lodged into my skin, but they were working their way in. So hopefully It doesn't cause me any more issues. I sprayed my legs down with DEET, probably way more than I needed because it kind of feels a little warm right now. But yeah, I'm feeling some sprinkles. And I'm going to tell you, man, it would not break my heart one little bit if the skies were to open up and it was to pour down on me. I would be tickled to death because I'm hot, I'm sweaty. Yeah, come on, clouds. Bring me some rain, baby. Bring me some rain. All right, I'm going to put this away and hustle because I really need to get to that water. 4 miles, water, yeah. All right, I have come 17 miles today. And I'm going to make another change. I'm going to go past the tent site I planned on staying at because I don't have enough water to stay there. So my first change was to go down to the next road trailhead, and because I know that somebody has left a couple of gallons of water there for us. However, I think I'm probably going to leave that water alone because that road takes me into a small town called Danielsville. And I think after this grueling day, I don't feel like putting my damn tent up tonight. I'm gonna hitch a ride into town and get a hotel for the night. So that way I can get a nice shower, get all this DEET, and check myself for any more ticks. Try to find a restaurant that's still open that late because it's probably going to be 7 o'clock before I get in. And try to get a meal. But worst case, I get a shower, I get a bed, and lots of water. I'm not. You know what? I could definitely fill a bathtub up with water, very hot water, and soak in it for a couple hours. My body is. Woo! It's been a day, man. It's been a day. But if I can knock out an almost 20-mile day today, especially going over Knife's Edge and coming up over this last boulder scramble, all I can tell you is I'm the man. Yeah, that's some badass shit there. Got to get there first. And I don't know if you can see these rocks, man. This is not the kind of stuff you want to be walking on trying to make up miles. It's just, yeah. Cleared up a little bit here, but I'm sure it's not going to last long. All right, I'm going to put this away so I can use my trekking poles and get through this quicker. All right, when I get to the railhead or the trailhead, I'll turn it back on. See you in a bit. That's where I'm going. Look at this. That's pretty cool. I don't know what town that is down there. I have no clue. I wouldn't mind being down there right now. But yeah, I'm just not going in that direction. This is it's pretty gnarly up here. All right, we keep going. I've got a couple more miles to go. This place is a breeding ground for ticks. I don't need any more ticks on me. All right, I'm gonna put this away. All right, Ninja. Just for you, buddy. Look at that. That's the stuff there, man. Woo! I bet there's some juice running through them lines. All right. We're rolling, man. We're rolling. We got about 1 mile to go to get to the road where I'm going to try to hitch a ride into town and get a hotel room for the night. So I'm going to put this away The rest of my life, Ninja, every time I see one of these things, I'll be thinking about you. Very cool. All right. Yeah, got to put it away. I'm tired. Oh my God, I'm tired. All right. Good evening, everybody. What a day. What a day. I started off doing what I would hope to be, well, it was going to be around 18 miles. I ended up doing 19.3, I believe. Um, yeah, it was just a screwy day. Ended up doing two very, very difficult climbs. One called the Knife's Edge that, man, it was just scary. Couple of miles of boulder crawling and scrambling, and I think I got a couple of good video clips of it. But and then, if you look at that graph at the end of the video, you'll see over toward the end of the day, a big dive down and then a big climb up. That was a climb up, let me tell you. It was not high, but it was tough. It was straight up, and halfway up that mountain, it was boulder scrambling. Craziest thing I've ever done in my life. It was so much fun. I had a blast. But it was hard. It was hard. I that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be doing when we get farther up north. You'll get to see that. But man, oh man, that was pretty bad. As in good. Anyways, so got through two very difficult sections today, and moved almost 20 miles. So Tater was not able to match that. She is stuck at a shelter. I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 miles behind me, maybe even 10 miles behind me. Yeah, listen, I had to get to a place where I've got to be able to get to a place called Wind Gap tomorrow. That's where Deb is going to pick me up. And so I did it. I got within 14 miles. So it should be a fairly easy day compared to today. And because of the circumstances that I've put myself into now, which are good, when I got to the end of my day, I decided, you know what? I'm tired. It's hot. I'm just going to go stay at a bed and breakfast. So that's what I did. There's a bed and breakfast just a few miles down the road. I hitchhiked down, and yeah, look, this is what I'm staying in tonight. This place is amazing. I mean, it's just, I've got pretty much the whole upstairs of this bed and breakfast, and it's just, I've never stayed in any place like this before. It's pretty cool. The lady who runs the place, her name is Rooster, of all things. She's amazing. Just cool people. Tomorrow while I'm hiking, I'll tell you the whole story about how it happened, but it's pretty cool. The bottom line is I ended up at this bed and breakfast, staying upstairs, and I think I'm going to be here for 3 nights. Yeah, I can't think of a better place to stay with Deb. And so Deb is going to pick me up tomorrow. All right, this is the way it's going to work. Tomorrow morning, there's 2 other hikers here staying in the basement. Here I am staying in the penthouse suite again. But they're down in the basement, and I had a good chat with them this evening. They are former friends of Dakota also. Anyways, I'll tell you more about that tomorrow also. But anyways, so I had supper with them, and we talked and seemed to get along pretty good. But they are going to slack pack from Wind Gap back to here tomorrow. But they're actually going to go a little bit further, and they're going to do that mountain that I did later on in my day today. But anyways, so Rooster has to take them to Wind Gap tomorrow. When she gets back, she's going to take me back to where I stopped today, and I'm going to hike to Wind Gap, where I'm going to meet Deb, and then Deb's going to bring me back here. And then the next day, Deb is going to take me back to Wind Gap, where I'm going to slack pack forward to a place called Delaware Water Gap, and she'll pick me up at the end of that day also, before she goes to her son's house. Um, Anyways, this shit is just cool. Um, I'm just, I'm back to having so much fun meeting these people, these amazing people out here. I hope I can get the chance to get Rooster on videotape. She is a hoot. She is an awesome lady. Just, yeah, I already know I'm going to love spending time with her. Deb's going to love spending time with her. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. But anyway, so hopefully Tater gets here tomorrow and we can figure out what to do and where to go from there. We'll get it all taken care of, but it'll work out the way it should. And but yeah, so hard day today. I mean, hard day, fun day, and then just a great evening to top it off. So I I may not be able to sleep tonight. I'm just so excited. This is it's just been a cool day. It's been a cool day. So, anyways, all right, I'll close this one out, and I will see you all tomorrow.